Hello, everyone. It's good to be back. I had some technical issues and health issues, and it's been one of those kind of weeks. My name is TJ. If you don't know, this is New Zealand Mysteries, the live stream, and this is where we cover cases from around the world. It's a non-drama channel, so we don't want any of that. If it sounds like your thing, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the information out where you can. I have videos that you can go and watch, which are mostly about New Zealand cases. So definitely go and have a look at that. Everything we just talk about today is going to be in the description box below. Everything you need to know about the channel and all the links to the articles we go looking at as well. Julie, hi, welcome. Thanks for being here. Yesterday was a bit of a cluster ruck, I'm going to say. Yeah, the technical issues went beyond me, and I'm still having them. I can't come on camera, but I can talk. So that's one thing. So firstly, I just wanted to briefly touch on this case, which is one playing out in New Zealand at the moment. This man here is missing. He walked out of work the other day or last week and has not been seen since, apart from like a couple of things. Buster Outlaws, hi, welcome. Just letting you know that they haven't found this guy, Joe Pryor, yet. You can go to the video and see it. I'll put the link in the description box below. If you're a Kiwi, please share this one out. Help the family as much as you can. I know that in New Zealand, we rally around people and we try and help as best we can. So I thank you guys for that. So that's just a bit of an update. So I'm not quite sure who's going to be around, but nonetheless, we will get started. We talked about the Cleo Smith case. Now, I have to say, if you guys get or find updates on the cases that we cover, please send them to me at nzmissing@gmail.com or go on our Facebook and message me there, because I often miss updates. It's a bit of a minefield on the internet. So if you guys find stuff, let me know. Hey, Purple Summer, welcome. It's good to see you. So let's take a look at Cleo Smith case. And although we've got no new information regarding the case sort of itself, we've got 7news.com.au. WA police heroes who found Cleo Smith honoured at Government House ceremony. Hi, Kayla. Welcome, hun. So this is quite nice. The heroes who helped to find missing WA girl Cleo Smith are being celebrated at a special dinner hosted by Premier Mark McGowan and Governor Kim Beazley on Tuesday night. Cleo's parents have made the trip to Perth from Carnarvon to say a special thank you to the officers from Task Force Rhodia. Hey, AJ, welcome. The name given to the operation to find their missing 4-year-old girl. Officers pulled off the miracle rescue of Cleo 18 days after she went missing from the blowholes, I should say, campground. And of course, it was a disappearance. God, I can't talk today. It was a disappearance that made international headlines. Cleo's mum, Ali, said arrived at Government House around 5 p.m. ahead of a 140-strong group of officers, many of whom will be presented with a medal honouring their painstaking work. I just think that's something really nice to start out with, because usually we just talk about doom and gloom, I should say. And the police aren't always liked by everybody, I guess. The police get a pretty bad rap sometimes. So this is nice to see that officers done their job. They found Cleo alive and as well as could be, and now they're getting something for it. So I reckon that's really, really good. Buster Outlaw says, have you ever heard of Doris Dukes? No. Is that like a case that I should look up, Buster? Rachel, hi. Good to see you. Good to see you, Purple. Busters. I love you guys. Yeah, Buster Outlaws, is that a case that I should look at? You tell me. staying on the Cleo Smith case, there was something else that popped up that was quite interesting. I wanted to have a quick look at. This is rnz.co.nz. Cleo Smith, man wrongly identified as abduction suspect, sues TV station. An Australian man has launched a defamation case against one of the nation's biggest news channels after it wrongly identified him as an alleged child abductor. And you know what? This is a non-drama channel, and in my channel, everyone is innocent and proven guilty. I don't like bashing victims and their families. It's not something I tolerate. We all know that families do see the videos. But there is a lot of times on YouTube when things can go wrong and people can get accused of things when they shouldn't be. It's just a note from myself. Curious, good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad to see you. MW Crime, good to see you, hun. I appreciate you all being here. So, let's hear more about this. In a missing child case that gripped the nation, Cleo Smith, 4, was rescued from a stranger's home on 3rd of November. Police had charged Terence Kelly with her abduction. But hours after his arrest, 7 wrongly published photos of Terence Flowers, another Aboriginal man. What's sad about this is when I look up cases to cover, I rely on articles from news outlets, and I hope that they're giving factual and evidence-based stuff, you know, and sometimes this just reminds us that that's not the case. His lawyers said that 7 had significantly injured his character and reputation by misrepresenting him as the main suspect. This shit goes on YouTube every day, but this is not YouTube, but just saying. In the rush after Cleo was found, the news organisation had taken 4 photos from Flowers' Facebook account where he used his mother's maiden name, Kelly, without his consent. 7 then published them across several broadcasts, an online news article, and social media posts where they identified Flowers with headings such as, pictured, the man accused of abducting Cleo Smith. 7's publication of the photos on the 3rd of November were also the first images reported to the public of the suspect in the high-profile case. The station was made aware of its mistake on the same day of publication, after which it promptly removed the photos. It issued an apology online and in broadcasts the next day. Mr. Flowers, a new father himself, was in no way connected with Cleo's abduction, and his Facebook photos should not have been used, the network said. But Flowers' lawyers said the publication had caused significant distress to him and his family. And I believe that. Absolutely. It's horrible to be falsely accused, and it's going on all the damn time. Yes, you should do a case on that. Okay, well, I'm copying down the name Doris Dukes. Is it a US case, Buster? Little Pookie, welcome. It's good to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it. It's great to have you guys here. So this is an actual thing, you know. People get falsely accused of doing stuff, and this is going on right throughout YouTube as we speak with the drama. People are getting doxxed, which means the information is being given out. People are getting wrongfully accused by creators, and then the minions of the creators are going out to these people who have been wrongfully confused and threatening them. It's just not okay. Something I can't tolerate, and it pisses the bejesus out of me, if that's the right way to say it. It annoys me greatly. So the next one case I want to look at is one we'd done a few weeks ago, and it was about missing lady Heidi Flank. If you remember, she went missing, but her dog was found in an apartment building that at that time she didn't have any claim to, or know anyone in it, or, you know, it seemed weird that the dog would be in this random place. So we do get some answers from this one. I'm looking at ktla.com. Heidi Flank disappearance, Castic Landfill, search for missing mum's possible remains. Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm Beacon 5, 6 Sense of Media. Awesome. So let's have a look. The search for a 39-year-old mid-city mother who has been missing for more than a month has taken detectives to a landfill in Castaic on Monday morning. Now, this was posted on November the 29th, this article. Thank you. Links to membership are in the description box below with all the other stuff. Investigators searched a search warrant to excavate part of the Chiquita Canyon landfill located at 29201 Henry Mayo Drive as they look for the apparent remains of Heidi Flank and any related evidence in the case, according to a Los Angeles Police Department news release. Planck hasn't been since October 17, leaving her family and friends baffled over her mysterious disappearance and seeking answers. We know for sure that there are people out there who know what has happened, who know the truth about what's gone on with Heidi, her ex-husband Jim said at a news conference on Monday. Planck's last known sighting was when she was captured on a video walking her dog in downtown Los Angeles. No, we didn't know that. The dog was later discovered on the 29th floor of a high-rise apartment building in the 1200 block of South Hope Street. Forensic evidence was located inside the building, which has led detectives to believe an incident occurred, resulting in Heidi's death. LAPD officials have not indicated how she might have died, nor have they released further information about the forensic evidence they uncovered that led detectives to that conclusion. Police also said that the missing woman's 2017 Range Rover was found on November 4 in a different residential parking garage several blocks away from the Hope Street apartment complex. It's unclear why Planck was in the downtown area. Hours before that, she'd gone to her son's football game in Downey and left early. So we're getting lots of new information in here. She didn't seem agitated. She might have been a little bit antsy. She left with her dog and she just walked up to us and said, I'm going to go, Wayne said. He was the one who reported her missing to police on October 20. Wayne believes his ex-wife's disappearance is possibly related to her work at Camden Capital Partners, as her boss has been charged by the Securities and Exchange Commission in connection with an alleged $43 million tribal bond scheme. The SEC contacted him 4 days after his ex-wife vanished to inquire about Planck's boss and the company, according to Wayne. A search warrant was served by LAPD and federal agents at the missing woman's home in late October, and it may have been related to the fraud investigation. Police are still gathering leads in this case and stress that there is currently no suspect information, according to the release. Wayne pleaded for the public's help to provide information on the case. He said, we know for sure that there are people out there who know what has happened, who know the truth about what's gone on with Heidi, he said. The Department's Elite Robbery Homicide Division is investigating the case and is asking anyone who has info related to Heidi's disappearance to call them at 213-486-640.
We begin with breaking news from the Castaic area. Mark Kono is overhead in Sky 5 HD. Mark?
Yes, that's right, Eric. Good morning to you. Here we are coming to you from the Castaic area. Landfill, right off the 126 freeway, where detectives from LAPD's Robbery and Homicide Division, as well as other agencies such as the LA County Sheriff's Department and the LA County Coroner's Office, have gathered here, a particular section of the landfill here, to search for the missing woman. Her name is Heidi Flank, who has been missing since October 17th, so nearly a month and a half ago. She was last seen walking in or around an apartment complex on Hope Street in downtown LA. Again, last seen on October 17th and reported missing by her ex-husband some 3 days later here. So again, investigators now following up on leads have come to the Chiquita Canyon landfill, where they are in the process of excavating certain parts of the landfill here, and they are laying down some of that material in an orderly fashion, and will likely send the dogs in to sniff out what might turn out to be some remains at some point here. They do expect to be here for the next 7 to 10 days. But again, the Chiquita Canyon landfill, where the ongoing search for Ms. Heidi Flank could.
So, heaps of information we got out of that. Hey, Fast Hemi, welcome. It's good to see you. Curious, not anxious, but antsy. Oh, you know, that was a bit of a weird way to sort of say it, wasn't it? But now we know that the reason the dog was in that building was because she was built in that building for some reason they haven't said, and they reckon something happened in that building, and that makes them believe that they are looking for a body of Heidi and that she's not alive. So I wonder, you know, if they'll ever release information about what happened and or what they saw or recovered in the apartment building. That would be good. But we just don't know what they're going to release, really. And my computer's doing well playing these, I must say. Let's hope it continues. Let's try this one. It might be the same shit, but we will soon see.
Heidi Flank. Police are searching the Chiquita Canyon landfill in Castaic for her remains. Flank disappeared more than a month ago.
She was last seen in downtown Los Angeles with her dog. KTLA's Jennifer McGraw is live near the landfill with more details on the search. Jennifer.
A lot of confusion and unanswered questions from a woman that was found in downtown LA and now brings investigators 50 miles north. Now, the goal is to look at what's down below and send in the dogs to search for that missing mother. An eerie sight.
Okay. Oh, I've got an ad. How lovely of them. But as a YouTuber, I know it's because otherwise I make no money. Actually, I make very little money from YouTube, so ads can be important as long as there's not too many. Let's skip ad. Oh, here we go. Come on, computer.
Sky-Fiber head the Chiquita landfill as investigators suit up and sift through weeks worth of trash, searching for clues and worst-case scenario, remains of Heidi Flank. Mother last seen by friends and family at his football game on October 17th in Downey.
Our 11-year-old boy needs to know what has happened to his mom, and that's why I'm making appeal to the press today.
Heidi's ex-husband, Jim Wade, is pleading with public for help.
We're sure that there are people out there who know what has happened, who know the truth about what's gone on with Heidi.
Shortly after Heidi went missing, new surveillance videos surfaced. Heidi seen walking her dog. The dog was found by a neighbor, but Heidi was gone. It's now been weeks since Heidi was last seen, and hardly a word from investigators, that is until this morning, announcing clues leading detectives to the Chiquita landfill.
It's going to be a manual search. We'll be out here for about 7 to 10 days, what investigators believe.
Meanwhile, her family and friends haven't given up hope. Hope they'll at the very least get answers. What happened to Heidi?
So, very, very sad. Very, very sad. And one of the reasons I ask is to share this as much as I can, as I am a very little channel. And the only way I can reach more people is by getting likes and getting you guys to share the information and put it out there, because we need people to see the information. You know, it's all well and good us covering the cases. If people don't see it, then they don't know about them, if that makes any sense whatsoever, which sometimes I don't, you know. Mullet, welcome. Hey, sorry I'm late. The dog ran off into the woods and then I couldn't find my Jack Skellington beanie. It's cold, 64 Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in degrees. I couldn't deal without it. Found it. I'm here now. Well, we're glad you're here now. I'm glad you found your dog. It's good to see you. Curious says, glad you went out for your dog and you're both safe and warm now. So are we thinking that this disappearance had anything to do with her work? I mean, there's some red flags that suggest that, but at this stage, they're not giving us any evidence or facts to back that up. We don't have a lot of information really to try and sort of wonder what happened. But there's definitely a few odd things going on. That's all I can say. I wanted to actually just touch on something new that I wanted to show you guys and get your, what's the word? Opinion. That's it. I want to get your opinion on something. So I'm just going to open something and give us a moment. You know, my computer's slow. You know that, guys, so bear with me. Okay. Is it going to come up? Come on. Come on, you can do it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was thinking of putting this at the end of my videos and the end of my live streams. This is just the people that have financially supported the show. I don't make a lot of money off this, but I do need it to keep things going. So I really appreciate those people that have helped financially. That is not saying I don't appreciate everyone else, because whatever you're doing, whether you're chatting, whether you're sharing, whether you're subbing or liking, you're making a huge difference. So please don't think that. Do you guys think this is a good idea? Or the people that don't financially support, does that make you feel bad if I put this up? Want some opinions here, because I don't want to offend anybody. Little Pookie says, Mullet Mayhem, 64 is 17 degrees. Oh, that's perfect for me. 17's perfect. Julie says yes. Are you saying yes, it's a good thing? Or you're saying yes, it annoys people or makes people feel bad if they don't? Because that's not my intention. I don't want to make anyone feel less than because they haven't donated. I mean, that's just bollocks. It's not me at all. Fast says, yes, it is, Mullet. I was just joking around. I'm from NJ. It was 24 degrees the other night. I forget that most of you are from US and you're heading into your winter, whereas over here we are heading into our summer. And I don't like summer. I'm not a fan of winter, but I like autumn. Or fall, as you guys call it. Julie, yes, it's a good thing. Lots do it. Oh, cool. Purple Summer says, I think it's good you're showing appreciation. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I don't feel bad in other channels, but I'd rather support local. Awesome. So, you know, I just don't want anyone to get offended if they're not a financial supporter. AJ, I think it's a great idea to acknowledge your supporters. The graphics and colours look really good too. Oh, thank you. I would not want my name used anywhere, just screen name. So under here, I've just got Little Pookie, I think. Is that all right? Little Pookie is what I've got all right. Because it's not your real name, it's your Little Pookie name online. I mean, yeah, I try not to give away any information. And I definitely don't do surnames. I just do first names. We call it both autumn and fall, which is my favourite season. I hate summer. I am with you, Fast. You are in my zone. Little Pookie is good. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to look at some new cases. Remember, everything that I cover has links in the description box below. Anything you need. Now, before we get to the case of Summer Well, which is not a case that I tend to go to on my channel because of the drama that comes with it, but I'm going to go ahead shortly and look at the updated information. Now, there was released a video of Mr. Lawson. He's the cop or the sheriff in that town, and he did a media release about the search, and I can't find it. So if any of you know where that is, could you let me know so I can try and find it before we get there? That would be awesome. It's great that I can ask you guys to help. So that's awesome. Purple Summer says fall is my favorite too. Same, and so is purple, by the way. Right, we're going to look at newson6.com. Now, we talked about this lady, Glenda Parton. She went looking for her missing son and his mate. His mate's bones were found, but Glenda went missing as well. And so both her and her son are now missing. It's just nuts. Let's see if my
service Yale Cleaners Plus.
Can you pick up our dry cleaning?
What? I thought you were doing the cleaning. Same day dry cleaning delivered. Say what? Same day on-demand delivery of your dry
This
cleaning.
is
Only
on
with Yale
edge.
Cleaners Plus.
Tulsa County detectives are still looking for two missing people from Turley. Glenda Parton reported her son, Dwayne Selby, and Jack Grimes missing back on October 20th. Parton herself also disappeared. Grimes' body has since been found, but they're missing mother and son. News on 6's Mallory Thomas has the latest on this case. The sheriff's office says they aren't getting as many coming in about this case as they did just a few weeks ago, and they're hoping that someone will come forward with information, even if it's something small, that could give detectives answers about what happened. As detectives wait results from the state's forensic lab, days continue to pass without answers about where Glenda Parton and her son, Dwayne Selby, could be.
We're still interviewing witnesses. We have a lot of evidence from the scene from when Jack's remains were found that we sent off for forensic analysis that we're hoping might shed light on who did this to him.
Casey Roebuck with the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office says over the past 4 weeks, the case has gained a lot of attention.
To have 3 missing people and one become a homicide case in a short period of time that we believe are connected is nothing short of bizarre.
She says tracking teams have searched the woods.
I've got to pause. Little Pookie, thank you so very much. You just make my day. It's so appreciated, and you are appreciated. And I want, yeah, I'm getting a bit goosebumpy. Thank you so much. Tara, it's good to see you, hun. We're all good. We're just doing some updates, and yeah, good to be here.
Where hunters found Jack Grimes' remains, hoping to find something that could lead them to Glenda and Wayne. Detectives are going to continue talking to neighbors and looking for more evidence.
This case is very important to our detectives for a multitude of reasons. We care about these victims, we care about these families, and we're not going to stop working on this case until we have run down every single lead. We've gone down every path that we need to, interviewed every witness, served every search warrant. We don't want this to become a cold case.
The Sheriff's Office set up a specific tip line for this case. That number is 918-596-836. You can also email them at tips@tcso.org. In Tulsa, Mallory Thomas, Oklahoma's own News on.
Okay, let's take a look. Tulsa County detectives are still looking for 2 missing people from Turley. Dwayne Selby and his roommate, Jack Grimes, went missing on October 22nd. Just days later, Glenda Parton also disappeared. Now, that's the mum. Grimes' body was the roommate, has since been found, but there is still no sign of Glenda Parton and her son, Dwayne Selby. Tulsa County Sheriff's Office said they're not getting as many tips coming in about the case as they did just a few weeks ago. And they're hoping someone will come forward with information, even if it's something small, that could give detectives answers about what happened. As detectives wait for results from the state's forensic lab, the day continues to pass without answers about where Parton and Selby could be. They said, "We're still interviewing witnesses. We have a lot of evidence from the scene when Jack's remains were found for forensic analysis that we're hoping might shed light on who did this." The sheriff's office said over the past 4 weeks, this case has gained a lot of attention. To have 3 missing people and one become a case in a short period of time that we believe to be connected is nothing short of bizarre. She said tracking teams have searched the woods where hunters found Jack Grimes' remains, hoping to find something that could lead them to Parton and Selby. Detectives are going to continue to talk with neighbours and look for more evidence. This case is very important to our detectives for a multitude of reasons. We care about these victims, we care about these families, and we're not going to stop working on this case until we have run down every single lead. We've gone down every path we need to, interviewed every witness, served every search warrant. We don't want the cold case. So the information is scrolling across the bottom of the screen if you know anything about this story, which is a bizarre story. It's very, very bizarre. For a mum to go looking for her missing son and then to come up missing herself. Yeah, that's crazy. Curious, TJ, I've sent that Ronnie Lawson Media release to your message. Thank you. I'll have it shortly. Well, I think that's it. Don't worry. You know how bad I am, cool stuff. Yeah, so very bizarre. Autumn Falls, hello. Hi, sort of here now on the phone. No worries. It's good to have you. So again, links in the description box below if you want to look further into that case. Tara, $25. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. And you remember you. Fantastic. Thank you. Guys, financial contribution is amazing and appreciated because it keeps me ticking along. But I appreciate everyone who does anything. Share, like, subscribe, talk, help me find things. You know, it's amazing. Everything is amazing. Thank you, Tara, so much. And it makes me feel like people like what I'm putting out, if you know what I mean. Because every time I go to do a live stream, I go through my head and it thinks, oh, no one's going to be there. There's only going to be 2 people in the room and it's not going to be a success and I'm never going to get anywhere. But then I come in and all you guys are so supportive. It just blows my mind. And I want to thank you all for that because it's amazing. Okay, we're going to look at the next one. And this is about Daniel Robinson. Father hoping new details help find missing Daniel Robinson. This is from newsnation now.com. So let's have a read. As families gathered to celebrate, hang on guys, I've got to stop the Glenda Parton thing going across. Did I get one for Daniel? Talking to myself a little bit here. Okay. As families gathered to celebrate Thanksgiving this week, one father, David Robinson, spent the holiday handing out flyers promoting the search for his missing son. David's son, Daniel, 24, vanished on June 23rd while working in a remote area of Buckeye, Arizona. Police have said they have no evidence of foul play or violent criminal activity. However, Robinson's blue Jeep was found by a rancher 1 month after he was reported missing. His keys, wallet, and cell phone were in the vehicle, but there was no sign of him. Jenna, hey, hon, good to see you. Some have examined the case, including the family's private investigator, Jeff McGrath, aren't so sure there was no foul play. McGrath doesn't believe Daniel Robinson was in his car when it flipped over, and recently pointed out to News Nation that the vehicle had 11 additional miles on it from when the airbags deployed. It had 46 additional ignition cycles on it after the airbags deployed. McGrath also said there was paint on the vehicle that couldn't be attributed to the place it was found. Whew, there was a lot of information just given right there. So the vehicle had 11 additional miles on it from when the airbags deployed. Usually you think when the airbags deployed, that's when you have a crash, and you don't usually go very far from that. Also, it had 46 additional ignition cycles on it after the airbags deployed. So after they deployed, someone tried 46 times to get that car moving or turn that car on. Yeah. And then the paint. David Robertson told Marnie Hughes on News Nation Prime that a recent conversation with a law enforcement official may help clarify the timeline of his son's disappearance. The official, Robinson said, told him that he had seen his son on the morning of June 23rd. Daniel seemed healthy and clear-headed. It's another detail that the father hopes will bring him closer to his son. He said, "We have to go based on everything we do know. That's what's keeping me there in the desert. But when I do hear of sightings or any kind of leads, we do follow those because we don't know what happened at that scene where my son's vehicle was found. So everything is open. We have to look in every direction and we're following those leads. It's been a long uphill climb to find the facts of the case." Oh, did someone do another one? Oh, Amelia, 199. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Pam, hey, darling, welcome. It's good to see you. Curious, I need to go. Well, off you go, but thank you so much for your help, and I'll look at my messenger soon. These guys are good. Hey, babe, love you. Hey, Melissa, Nicole, good to see you. Cars are amazing today with the info. Yeah, like they seem to have a little black box type of thing where you can get heaps of information. So, yeah. So he said, it's hard every day. It's like the first, just try to make sure I keep my son's name out there. And I'm really grateful for the volunteers who tirelessly come out there every week. That's very encouraging to me. It keeps me going. The strength of my family, the strength of God. In the area of the search, human remains had been found, he said, though they were not his son. The presentation of that new information to Buckeye Police Chief Larry Hall may lead to new developments. Chief Hall said he did agree with the suspicious nature. He told me he was going to bring in the FBI to take a look at my son's case, Robinson said. So I'm really relieved to hear that. Anyone with information about this case is urged to click on pleasehelpfinddaniel.com or call 803-200-7994. And we're doing our part to help this dad by spreading this case around and hoping that people see it and can provide information. I mean, that's right. Hang on. Mullet says, I was thinking the same thing. Hello. You guys are so loving. It's lovely. I wish I had more dollars to contribute because I would. Look, honestly, Han, whatever you can do, or even if you don't contribute financially, I don't care. The support and the loyalty and the love and respect is just perfect, It's great to have you guys around. So that one's an odd case again, and one that I hope can get solved. It's, when I do my live streams and I want to cover cases from around the world, a lot of them are from the US. Now, the thing is, there is so many thousands, hundreds of thousands of cases, cold cases to to choose from. And I like to choose from cases that haven't had as much media attention as others. Sometimes that's hard because if they had less media attention, it means I don't get enough articles to give us information as well. So that can be tough. But nonetheless, I want people to be aware of these cases and just do our part. And just remember that we have had families that have watched the live streams, if you see the comments, and we need to be respectful and mindful of that. Let's move on. Now, this young boy, Michael Vaughan, and they call him Monkey, has been missing for a while now. And you don't hear, while you hear shitloads about Summer Wells, you don't hear much about this young man. And remember that he's still missing. We're at the independent.co.uk. Michael Joseph Vaughan, police appeal for individual spotted on video near last spot of missing 5-year-old. This was on 11th of October, so a little while ago. Michael Joseph Vaughan, Monkey they call him, went missing from near his home in Idaho on the 27th of July. He's so cute. 2 months after 5-year-old Michael Joseph Vaughan went missing from near his home in Fruitland, Idaho, investigators have now appealed to the public to help identify 4 individuals who were seen in neighbourhood surveillance videos. So this is definitely new information for this case that we haven't seen. A Facebook post on 8th of October, the Fruitland Police Department said that they are seeking the public's find the drivers of 2 cars, along with 2 other individuals who were seen near the Crestview Park, where Michael went missing between 6 and 7 p.m. Mullet says those are the cases that need a voice the most. Absolutely. Absolutely. On the rocks, welcome. I care, he's important too. Glad. I know you guys do. Marion, glad you could join me. Thank you. Hey, TJ and chat on your 17th. Sorry I'm late. You're here now, which is the most important part. So thank you very much for coming. So let's read this from the police and look at these. I find cases about children particularly hard to watch. Would you prefer that we put out like a trigger warning when we're going to talk about cases? Because I understand that for some people there are cases that are hard to watch, and for me the same is with children. Yeah. So even if you want to step out for 5 minutes, Amelia, if it's too tough for you. Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up. Hey, Autumn, good to see you. So let's read this from the seat of Fruitland Police. Michael has been missing now for 72 days. Over the past few weeks, the Fruitland Police Department, the Idaho State Police, and the FBI have continued the search for missing 5-year-old Michael Vaughan. Tips are coming in and they are being followed up. To date, the total number of tips received is 471 through the tip lines, and the tips are being assigned to investigators for follow-up. We are committed to scrutinising every detail in this investigation, and it is taking time. This remains a very active investigation at all levels and will continue. Yeah, it is Michael Vaughan. As we doggedly comb through the neighbourhood surveillance videos for July 27, we continued to discover vehicles and individuals that we cannot identify. We are seeking the public's assistance with the identification of the driver of a 2016 to 220 model year white Honda Pilot seen leaving the area on Southwest 8th Street around 6:47 p.m. We are also seeking assistance with the identification of the driver of a 2010-2011 model year blue Dodge Avenger, also seen leaving the area on Southwest 8th Street, but immediately turning right and headed south on South Whitley Drive. Further, there were 2 individuals that were seen near the splash pad Crestview Park the evening Michael went missing. The first individual was a male adult with dark hair and facial hair, wearing dark-coloured shorts, no shirt, seen jogging on the sidewalk of Southwest 8th Street near Crestview Park at around 6:15 p.m. The second is a male adult with dark hair wearing a white t-shirt and black shorts, seen walking off of Southwest 8th Street, down into the park area, past the splash pad, towards the lower drainage behind the neighbourhoods. It's very important to understand that these people are not suspects or persons of interest, but it is important to talk to each of them to help us complete the picture of the events that took place this evening. Ooh, it's a long one. Look at you all being nice. Hey, little Pookie. Getting this story out there is bigger than how uncomfortable it makes me feel. Oh, you're a gem. Yeah, okay. We are encouraged by the fact that one of these individuals described above could help us bring Michael home safely. We are also encouraged by the fact that there are still people out there that did see something, but didn't feel it was important to report their information at the time. Recently, a witness brought forth some more vehicle information that could prove to be very helpful with the timeline. If you or anyone you know has any information regarding suspicious activity on or around July the 27th in the area of Southwest 8th Street, Southwest 9th Street, Washington Avenue, and Cornwall Way between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m., we strongly encourage you to contact the Fruitland Police Department, 208-642-6006, extension 0. Or contact us through our tip line at findmichael@fruitland.org. And for some reason, I'm just looking for the numbers I should have had on here, which I didn't. We have continued the ground search. Although it has been limited to those areas identified by investigators as needing further attention, the family is fully cooperative, have complied with all of our investigative requests, and continue to work with investigators. We appreciate the community's support, though the kind words of encouragement and prayers, we all remain hopeful. We want everyone to know that Michael is our priority, and we'll continue to post updates as new information is available. A recent anonymous donation to our reward fund has increased the fund to $40,000. That's so cool. That's like anonymously donated, didn't want clout for it, just wanted to help. We are hopeful that the reward motivates those with information to come forward and help bring Michael home to his family. This reward is available to anyone having information leading us to the safe return of Michael and is available until November 15th. So it sounds like it might have run out, but we don't know. We continue to ask that you remain vigilant and please share the poster here. So I guess this is a couple of photos of these 2 cars that they've been searching for. And police also said about the 2 individuals. So I think we need still. Last month, the police said they had found no trace of the boy after cornfields were harvested and cleared. Michael, whose nickname is Monkey, was last seen wearing black boxer briefs, a light blue Minecraft t-shirt, and flip-flops, or jandals, I call them. So, although we don't hear about this young man so much, it's quite sad. I definitely think that we need to continue to watch his story. I hope that, things go well. And $5 on rocks. Thank you so much. You guys rock. Marion. Yeah, I know it was. It's nice. It's so nice. Don't know what about Pookie. Michael's case really seemed to slip under the radar for some reason. It really has. I don't really hear much YouTubers, true crime YouTubers copying it or covering it, to be honest, which is quite sad. Most of them are too busy doing drama. Fast, Hemi says, got to get going. It's time to make dinner. Thank you for showing up, Fast. I appreciate it, mate. Wyoming, hello, darling. Thank you for coming. It's good to see you. We don't want that. Media, I've not even heard about Michael's disappearance. Why are some children's cases so prolific on media but others aren't? That is the question, Mullet. That's the question, isn't it? Why do some cases get media attention and they blow up on social media, and why do other cases not? I don't know. I wish I knew that answer. I really do. Tara said, Google his name, he doesn't come up. Some football guide does. Yes, Tara, it was actually quite hard. You have to go, I typed Michael Vaughan missing to get information, because otherwise, like you say, you get some footballer that comes up. Never heard this case either. Oh, okay. That's sad. That's sad that no one's heard this case. We did do, in one of our streams, some information about it at the beginning. So, like, once again, you know, if you guys come across updates out there about the cases I cover, send them to me, because sometimes I'm so busy that I don't get time to find updates. So you can do that at missing@gmail.com, or go to my new Zealand Mysteries Facebook and message me there. It's really, really appreciated. Yeah, I just Googled his real name just to see if there's any update. Yeah, it's very, very sad. Autumn jandals. Okay, so I don't know what you call them. Flip-flops, maybe? Tara, that would be very distressing for his family and loved ones. Absolutely. That's why we want to do this, eh? We want his loved ones. Yes, thank you. No, Marion, no, Google should put him first. Because all eyes are on Summer, all drama on Summer. Maybe he's not being covered because there's no drama, sadly. Yeah, you're right. TD, hello. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. You know, sadly, because I'm a non-drama channel, I don't get that many watches or views or subscribers. I'm going to keep going because I believe this is the right thing to do and see what happens without the drama. And I hope that good wins, really. I mean, what else can you do? Everyone's saying hello to TD. Tara, it's the algorithm. More people need to Google him. Yeah, the algorithm. The algorithm here means that the more people like or dislike or chat or share the stream, the more other people will see it, which is what we need. Because, I mean, if we're putting out this information and nobody sees it, well, you know, then what's the point? The point is that we need to get the information out there. Yeah, sadly. The same reason truly lost teenagers aren't covered, the drama and sensation, and the fact that the cops say, oh, they've just run away. Right? Oh my gosh, Autumn Falls, you remember. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So if you want your name in green, this is what you do. One of the mods could put a link out. It's in the description box. And you just get to be a part of the team that helps me keep running. You get access to some little different emojis and stuff, and down the line when I have a few more members, we will do some member only streams or something like that. I have to figure that bit out. Autumn Falls, apparently there's tax on YouTube subscriptions. Oh really? I think YouTube taxes everything, really. Wyoming says welcome Autumn to the family. Chris Princess Pisa, welcome. Hey New Zealand, I am loving the few drama channels. Oh, that's good. That's good. There were searches again for summer wells in the last few days. Hopefully they can see more now that it's autumn. Yeah, I'm going to be having a look at that in a minute. Kimberly, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. She says, oh, it's only about 15 cents, but yes. Someone tweeted today that what would happen if a star highlighted a missing person every day with their Instagrams or other platforms, right? Yeah. What if all the YouTubers on here that say they're true crime cover a few new cases every time they go on? Imagine that, you know? YouTube nabs 30% of super chats and stickers. Yeah, they do. Kimberly, nice to see you. Okay, so we're going to the Summer Wells case. Now, I don't generally cover this because of the drama that comes along. I just want to put it out there that I believe people are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. It doesn't mean that just because people are bad people, just because they are bad parents, it doesn't mean that they have committed a murder or other things. Okay, so we are not going to do any bashing of victims or families in this chat. And if it happens, people will just be kicked out. Okay, so let's have a wee look. This is WGHL.com. TBI 2-day search for missing summer wells ends with no significant development. It's a shame. Let's have a look. Come on, computer, you can do it.
Agencies returned to Hawkins County for a second day of large-scale ground search.
Marked the first widespread search we'd seen in the area around the family home for the missing 5-year-old in months. The return to the Beach Creek community for dozens of members of law enforcement and rescue personnel. Part of a plan, the TBI said, they really want to take advantage of just the rain, the decrease in foliage because of the winter weather approaching. That's a guy who said that there were no new developments in the case yesterday, and so far we've heard of none. Been there in the Beach Creek community monitoring the search efforts for the last couple of days.
Josh and Sarah, it's been nearly 6 months since someone was reported missing, and efforts today rival that of the day that she disappeared. Crews from 15 agencies, including as White Pine, Tennessee, gathered for the second day, the second official large-scale search for the missing 5-year-old. The TBI reports search teams have covered a total of 350 acres over the 2 days.
I mean, everybody's still searching just as hard as they would have been the day when it first started, really. I mean, that's just proof to kind of this community is, I guess. Tight knit, everybody, except me. That's a good thing still.
A cadaver dog from Greene County was seen searching the wooded areas along the Wells property today. The TBI reported that the search is likely over for now, but that search crews will continue to search specific areas as new information is discovered. In Beach Creek, Bianca Murray, News Channel 11.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation continues to ask for credible the Amber Alert search. You can call 1-800-TBI-FIND or email tips to tbi@tn.gov.
So let's have a look. A 2-day search for missing 5-year-old summer wells in the Beach Creek area resulted in no significant developments, according to the TBI. The TBI said crew. Hang on. Is that playing? Stop. Hate that. Where are we? The TBI said crews will not return to the area on Thursday. Summer Wells was reported missing from her rural home on the road nearly 6 months ago.
world
Good.
situations.
What the
with
frick?
reliable
Go away.
information
Where are
on
you?
just about everything.
Oh my God. Dense thickets and foliage hindered the initial search efforts earlier in the summer as crews both state and national-wide rushed to the area to find the missing girl who hasn't been seen since June 15th. Crews covered about 350 acres of land over the past 2 days. TBI spokesman Leslie Earhart told News Channel 11. Wednesday morning, crews from as far away as Jefferson and Granger counties accompanied the FBI, Tennessee Highway Patrol, TBI, Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, and numerous rescue squads from across the region to probe the area. So this was a lot of people involved in this search. Tennessee State Parks, TWRA, whatever that is, Greene County Sheriff's Office with their canine cadaver, Carter County Sheriff's Office, Kingsport Police Department, Hancock County Sheriff's Office, White Pine Police Department, Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, Hawkins County Rescue Squad, Hawkins County MS. This is amazing. Many, many people involved. This is a dive team from the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office assisted in searching upon a skippable ad. I think it's only a little bit. Okay, so that's just divers. The TBNI announced Tuesday that it had received 1,500 tips regarding Summer's disappearance, all of which have led to no solid leads in the case. I wonder how many of those tips were given by social media. Creek residents are urged to remain vigilant. Investigators released that community members check trail or surveillance cameras for any possible traces of Summer. Anyone with information should direct tips to 1-800-TBI. And I'm taking that down because it's annoying me. Right. Let's see what you've been saying. Maybe someone can email these mega stores. What could people like us do to help Michael's family directly? Do you know what I really think is mention the case, share the video, just try and get as many people as we can to watch, people that are actually covering the cases and getting the information out there. I didn't see that they had a GoFundMe or anything like that. But if one of those comes up, maybe that's the answer. Yeah, so there was a lot. There was a lot looking for her. You've got to love randomly playing videos. I have one keep playing on YouTube after I'd closed it. Oh, so it does happen to other people. And the thing is, my computer's so slow anyway. So when that starts happening, it just like throws the whole bloody thing to shit, to be honest. Tara says, I had to question it on myself when I first heard it. Hi, it's Federal. Well, hey, good to see you. What is going on in America, right? And actually, on that note, Will, I want to send my prayers out to the victims and their families of the school shooting at Oxford School yesterday. Very, very tragic and very, very sad that these sort of things keep happening. I don't want to get involved in talking about why or who is to blame for it. I think it's very, very sad all around. Amelia says, any case involving children is extremely emotional. Yes, take a deep breath. Yeah, sometimes I have to take a break as well. Lots of strange stuff on YouTube in our cells. That's a huge group. You're right. There was a lot of people searching. Marianne says, we are all learning each other's countries and jurisdictions laws. Yeah. The kid in Michigan is 15. Yeah, he's really, really young. And I've seen photos of him. And he doesn't look like someone that would kill people. But, I mean, who does look like that? I don't know. Where were they from the beginning? Sorry. Do you mean all the investigation people? Can't remember. Yeah, hello everybody. I still don't know what to think about what happened to the poor girl. We're talking about Summer. Yeah, how many from creators? How much bullshit has the TBI had to put up with from creators ringing and saying speculation, and I heard this on social media and I heard that. I hope that's not happening. Well, that's a lot of tips and unhelped. Yeah. Hi, Miss Justice from Canada. Welcome. It's great to see you. Marion, hello. I love you guys, how welcoming you are to new people. If you were local to cases, put up posters. Absolutely. The school shooting, I missed that. Oh, Autumn, where have you been? So yesterday, I think in Michigan, there was a school shooting, unfortunately, and there was, don't quote me, 3 or 4 dead and quite a few injured. Oxford school, if I'm correct. Very, very sad. There was also that guy who drove into the parade. Yeah, that was very, very sad as well. So my thoughts and prayers go out to those people as well. You know, I don't know, has COVID made people has it been a bit too much for them? Are these people suffering mental health issues? You know? The school is near me. Oh, how awful, Pookie. That one boy who saved his class deserved a medal. Oh, really? Purple said, yes, it's sad how we are learning, but which may help in our travels. Absolutely. Miss Justice, Down Under Crime Talks referred me. Absolutely, she's lovely. If you want to, go to Down Under Crime Talks and check her out. Give her a thumbs up and a subscribe. She's a really, really lovely chick, and she does the same as me. She doesn't have any drama in her channels, so it's a nice, safe place like this one to go talk about what you think and know you're not going to get jumped on or anything. I love to see other channels refer people. Yeah, I think that's what more should happen. A lot of rap from creators. Yeah, they are. Crap, I knew what you meant. Oxford High School, was it? New Zealand, I'm a tech cabbage. Tech cabbage? I've never heard of that. Are you able to find a link for Michael's family to send support from around the world? At least I'd know people actually care. Yeah, we could. Well, I mean, we could just Google missing Michael Vaughan and see what else comes up. Autumn says, I was listening to Christmas music and working yesterday. I'll have to look up info about the shooting. Yeah, that's really sad. Near Detroit? Yeah, Michigan, wasn't it? 3 dead. Oh, so bad. Oh, terrible. People saying he was severely bullied. Yeah, we don't know the full story. And we'll never know what has gone on in this kid's head or what's led to this. Killing people is not okay. I'm not endorsing that whatsoever or condoning that. But we just don't know exactly what he's been through, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, he shot people and killed them, so he's got to go to jail, doesn't he? These type of shooting incidents have been happening since before COVID. You're right. Good. No drama here. I love it. 4 dead, yeah. I think the increase in violence is because every issue, opinion, etc. is so polarized and people can't discuss things civilly before. They're too busy saying the other side is evil. Yeah. I mean, that could go or mean many things. I mean, even on YouTube with all the drama that's happening, you know, there's a side here and a side there, and they don't want to understand each other at all. They just want to bash this one and bash that one and make accusations, and that's fine if they want to do that. But what I wonder and what gets to me is the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that like drama and like that sort of stuff. And they follow them to the letter, and they if suggested by a creator suggests something, then they'll go and do it. Like a creator says, oh, go and unsub from this person. It happens. It happens. I do want to mention one thing about this. Web Sleuths, Trish from Web Sleuths. If anyone can find her, what's her link, and down under Crime Talks link and post it, that would be very cool. I don't know if I've got any mods in here. Chris Mcdonald went on her stream and wrongly said someone's name, and that person is now having death threats to him and his family. Trish didn't know it at the time that there was a mistake, but she did do a live apologizing profusely to the guy on what happened on her channel, and I want to give a heads up to her for doing that, because I think having accountability and apologizing if something is said wrong is really, really important as creators. So I don't know if laugh out loud, drama free for now. So this one's going to be drama free forever, I tell you. Mullet says, Autumn referred me to you from another channel. We should be sharing, of course. Oh, thank you. Amen, Autumn. It's a smorgasbord of reasons. Maybe Tara, did I? Mallet, maybe I'd forgotten about that. Sometimes you guys like have your own wee chat and then I don't know what you're talking about. If I want to stop these awful crimes from happening, have to look at why and how they happened. Sometimes I think they're just acting, Miss Justice. Yeah, there's a lot of acting going around it, for sure. Tara is like deliberately talking politics at a holiday, no boundaries. I hope so too. And, you know, it's not just the creators that they are inciting this drama and they're feeding the drama. And these chats are lapping it up and these subscribers are lapping it up. And, I mean, in true crime, where you talk about such sensitive topics, I think that needs to be delivered with compassion and respect. People's families find these and listen and watch. They watch my videos. They watch my live streams. And I do not want to offend or disrespect any family. That's not why we're here. We're here to help. And that's what true crime should be. Just saying, in my opinion, allegedly. Marion says, I get nervous too, Pookie, and will leave for a bit and come back. Little Pookie, I agree. Explanation and apology is important. It is noted. Absolutely. So I don't think we've got any. Oh, Mullet or Autumn Fools. Can you please find the link for Down Under Crime Talks and Web Sleuths and pop it in chat, please? Marion, I unsubbed some. Yes, I unsubbed a lot too. You know, I'm just like you guys. When I'm bored, I want to go and look for channels that I can have conversations in. I can say my point of view and I'm not going to get jumped on and attacked. And there's not many channels that are like that. But when you find them, shout them out because they deserve a shout down. Yeah, YouTube is Down Under Crime Talks. She's from Australia. She's lovely. Wyoming, I've unsubscribed to a lot of drama channels. I totally agree with you, TV, your channel. TJ, you're great. Thank you very, very much. Hang on, guys. I've got a frog in my throat. What people say or do doesn't define me, nor do I take offense. Right. Hi, Slow Motion. Good to see you. Welcome. Awesome. So please head to Down Under Crime Talks and have a chat, have a look. Maybe a sub or a like, and tell her that TJ sent her from NZ Mysteries. Web Sleuths. And so Trish from Web Sleuths actually owns the Web Sleuths website. And then she covers cases as well. So, yeah, definitely. We need to all support the good channels, and make sure the good channels get mentioned, even if they're little, Little Pookie, I am sub to all that I would be ashamed of if my grandchildren came in and heard what I listened to. Absolutely. I always wonder when I hear all this drama going on, and I think, do these people behave like this in real life? Or do they just behave like this when they're on here? I mean, some people should be really ashamed of the stuff that they do on here. You would hope they wouldn't do it out there in front of their children, and their children grow up watching this. Does that make sense? Hey, Wyoming. I hit the web sleuths. What was I looking for? Give it a subscribe. Give it a thumb up on one of her videos, and when you have time, go and check her out. See if it's something you like. I can honestly say I haven't encountered a horrible room yet. You're lucky. People actually behave like that in real life. That's really scary. It's really scary if they do, because I try and conduct my life with compassion and with morals and ethically. And I try and do my channels in the same way. I'm not being anyone but me. And, my views are not liked by everyone. That one girl you posted about involving the Summer Wales case, I cannot believe how she talked to Mr. Wells. Why anyone would subscribe to that is beyond me. Did I post about a girl? Which girl do you mean? Autumn Falls, I'm a web sleuth lurker. I mostly posted when that guy blew up a vehicle on Christmas in Nashville. I'm not sure about that. Okay, so just looking up something, guys. Did I mention Ziggy? Okay, that's not usually something I do. I don't really like to mention creators. It's not my thing. So let's not talk about her anymore in chat anyway. And I apologize if I slipped up and said her name. Sometimes, I mean, I'm not always good. I try really, really hard not to get involved in drama, and I hold my opinion back as much as I can. And then sometimes I just burst with anger and frustration and say things. So, yeah, I shouldn't. Yeah, and we do have a rule that we don't mention other creators or talk about them unless I say so, basically. And I know that sounds rude, but it's my channel, so I'll just do it what I want. Sixth sense of media for myself, on top of what I'm already dealing with, the revolting things people say to you cause to become disillusioned with society as well. That's right. Thank you. Yeah, remove that. I'm not saying it's ugly. Just remove that name for me. That would be cool. Okay, so this is going to be Curious. Thankfully, got it for me, and we're going to listen to Ronnie Lawson, full interview on missing Summer Wells. So this is really interesting. I'm going to tell you that it's from No Thanks Investigate. So if anyone can find the link for that, please do that and put it in the chat, and I'll also put it down below in the description box as well, and we will take a small listen.
We are doing our second search for Summer Wells. We planned this search back really before we left the last time, and we want to wait until this time of year, when after the frost and the leaves are off the trees, we can see better and do a more detailed search hopefully find some kind of evidence that would help us find Summer.
And then just basically, who all is here, how many folks is here, and what exactly, when you say evidence, what exactly are we looking at?
Tara, is this the one where he says they are spending too much money already? I'm not sure because I actually haven't seen this one. TJ, it's okay, we're human and you have a very hard job. Thank you. And I'm not always in the best health either, so that doesn't make it easy. But all I care about is helping families and their victims. That's what's important. That's what I'm here for. All that other shit, all that other bullshit can just stay away. And I hope that they eventually get removed, to be honest, but who knows? Who knows? That's Marion.
We're looking for anything would be evidence that Summer's been in that area. We also have over 120 officers, people here searching. We also have at least 12 to 13 agencies involved. And it's a very slow search where the officers and individuals searching can take their time and look at every little thing, not have to worry about all the foliage and the briars and things like that. So it makes it a lot better for the searchers. And as you see, the good Lord bless us with a beautiful day, so that makes it better too.
Sheriff, that's kind of how the search is. I mean, how do you guys search? You stand side by side and just look for anything, or?
The officers are standing almost shoulder to shoulder.
So for fair use, I have to talk about it. It's justice. Don Wells looked freaked out about the new search. Yes, I've seen a video of him or a photo of him, and people are saying he's freaking out because the searches are there, and he's freaking out that Summer Wells is going to be found, and because he did it. Load of bullshit. I'm not going into that whatsoever. He did have an alarmed look on his face, but that could have been for any reason. It could be because he's hoping that they're going to find his daughter, and he's really anxious,
And covering just almost every inch of the area that they're searching. And hopefully it's going to be a mile radius, maybe even more. We don't know yet. Just depends on how far that they're able to go during this time.
Are you looking at, I guess, fields, cliffside, pretty much everywhere?
We're looking everywhere. And we've looked over these places numerous times, despite what you hear on the social media. We've looked over everything. We've searched everywhere, and we come back and do it again. Like I said before, we planned this at the end of the last search. Wait till after the season changes and come back, and hopefully we can find some kind of sign.
What kind of technology is being used today, and is there?
Autumn Falls, is Don still doing his YouTube channel? Yes, I think they are. I mean, if we're talking about a case, you can mention, I don't know, I find that sometimes when you talk about channels, it's not good to be talking negatively about them. That's not my thing. I don't like to do that. So, yeah, I think we need to try and keep channels out of it because it can cause too much trouble. And I don't want drama. That's why we're a non-drama channel. So let's refrain from that, okay? But you're right. I don't think they're helping themselves with that content. Unfortunately, I'm not saying that Candace and Don Wells are great people and great parents. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. And they are not helping themselves. They're not making themselves look any good. And they're just feeding these people on the internet. They're just feeding them content, and they're getting exploited. These people need help, and they've done bad things in their past, but there's no evidence that suggests they have done anything to their daughter Summer Wells. That's my opinion, and until I see evidence or facts, then I'm not going to accuse a family of anything. Okay? The video of Summer dancing in the rain and puddles breaks my heart. Beautiful it was. We are a team. We really are, Pookie. We're a team. We're a family who wants to do this for the right reasons. You don't reckon he looks awake? Who, the guy talking? The only person I worry about in this case is Summer. You know how much attention has been taken away from Summer and is now about vilifying her parents and exploiting her parents and getting as much money as possible. I'm going to get in trouble for this. That's what it seems it's turned out to be. And drama. Just, yeah. My opinion. Purple said Wells did look down. He said he'll also be locked up. And yeah, he says some random things. Yes, we are, Pookie. She's a precious baby. Reminds me of a doe. Oh. Bless.
And so what is aiding in the search?
We're using, of course, a lot of officers, and we're using the drones, we're using aircraft, and we are using dogs.
I don't know if you were wanting to say something, but if you could just speak to tips if someone has a tip or whatever. And then also, I know you already mentioned social media. Again, just to reiterate that, don't spread any misinformation and basically what we've been saying since the beginning.
Yeah, we still, want people to check their areas themselves. We've got permission from the landowners this time to be on their property. They know we're there. We know it's deer season, so we're still trying to be very careful with that. But if people's got anything, we still want to keep looking at these things. And any tip that's reliable, it's not coming from social media, call my office or 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Are you guys searching on the Wells property today? Or?
We're searching everywhere today in the whole immediate area.
She is precious. Nothing where he is chatting anymore. I'd be freaked out too. Nervous, afraid to find you. I'd be terrified. You want your daughter found. You want her found. You want to know what happened, but do you want to find her dead? Which is, what they're sort of doing is looking for a body. Don isn't really a standard YouTube channel. He's directly involved. Yeah. Slow motion. No need to just other channels. Just look after your own corner. That's right. This is what I said. We don't need to just other channels. Name them. We don't need to do that. Spot on, but I think they love her and mourn her loss in their own way. Them having issues shouldn't be the focus. The focus should be on finding Summer first and foremost. Anything else can come later. Can you imagine? Because I don't know whether they're innocent or guilty. I have no idea. There's no evidence that says they did anything to me. There's some red flags, but no evidence. Can you imagine if they are found guilty? If they are found not guilty and had nothing to do with it. And then all this time, these people have vilified these people. Marianne, you were right. I also believe he worries his wife is going to have drugs when they pop in. John Wells is scared he has a lot to lose. Sam's Club shouldn't disparage Costco. Not good to verbally. I'm not sure what that's about. Tara, his wife, has either a neurological problem or high. So yes, I agree. I'm not sure what it is. People said parents of Chloe were suspect, and then look how that turned out. Yeah, so that case, the police said many times, these people are not involved. They are not suspects. Please do not go on social media and make up bullshit. But it happened. And yes, it wasn't the parents at all. Can you imagine these people getting death threats, getting all this shit piled on them? People thinking that they killed their child, and they were wrong. These people were wrong. Did these people apologize? Yeah, I don't know if they did. There was also a case a while ago, Heidi Brussard case, where she went missing with her newborn daughter. and the father was the father was doing like a pub press conference anyway, and he looked sad. He looked like trash. He not trash isn't bad. He looked bad and sad and worried, but he wasn't looking the way people thought he should look. He was grieving the wrong way. He wasn't crying enough. All this sort of bullshit, and social media like fixated on him. And guess what? This poor guy had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. I'm hoping they find Summer. I feel like she's probably not alive anymore. Yes, people should just think Don and Candace are guilty. Shouldn't just think. That's right. But Brian Laundrie, we were told, wasn't a suspect, only wanted for fraud. But there was a lot of evidence that suggested that it was Brian Laundrie in that one. I admit that I was a bit suspicious of the parents of Chloe. Well, more that I thought she wandered off and wasn't taken, but I was totally wrong. Yeah. If they were wealthy people and did not live in Eastern Tennessee and trailer area, I believe people would have more compassion. That's very sad, isn't it? I won't treat them less than I would want to be treated. Yeah, absolutely. The pain these parents go through while armchair warriors think they know better than the police. Oh, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Now, I don't know if you guys heard of the Elisa Lam case. And if you haven't, it's Elisa Lam and the Cecil Hotel. She was found in water tanks on the roof. Anyway, John Lawden is the best guy to cover it if you want to know about it. But that case went nuts all over the internet, everywhere. One guy who was a YouTuber, people thought it was him. With no evidence to support it, they thought it was him. He got bullied so much that he took his own life. This is real stuff that happens. People get bullied online all the time, and a lot of people take their lives because of it. How can we be okay with that? I, myself, am not okay with that. Sixth Sense Media, I'm not advocating for dissing channels. I just don't understand the public statement videos, but I think that is a Kiwi thing. It doesn't happen here. Public statement videos, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I know that I've messed up a couple of times because I've told myself I'm not going to get involved in the drama, and then I just can't hold my anger in, and I've said a couple of things and I shouldn't have done that. How do you grieve the wrong way, right? I keep saying when my mum died, I haven't cried. And does that mean I don't love her? No, I love her to bits. This is only last year. But because I haven't cried, does that mean I love her any less? Tara says, I don't believe there is the reason, it's their basic lifestyle. Yeah, Pokey, it was about the Cecil Hotel. I was just rewatching the Netflix special on Elisa today. Nice. Okay, let's finish the little bit of this interview.
Sure. Something else you may do later on down the road. This doesn't come out.
As in,
I mean, search it again. Well, another search for search.
it's not off the table. We're still working every day. We're following leads, whether it's miles or TVI. Something comes in, we check it out, and like I said, stop.
Just a reminder that we're on No Thanks Investigations channel, and I believe he's putting up all this stuff on screen. It's not stuff that came with it. Yeah.
What you see on social media, we've looked everywhere. We've done everything we know to do, humanly possible, and as you see, we're all in. All agencies are working as a great team. Great partnership, and we hope to find some. That's our number one goal.
I'll put the description in the box below where you can see this video, and you're more than welcome to check out that channel. It's not one that I support or am a sub for or anything, but you're allowed to check that out and have a look what you think. Remember the movie Cry in the Dark with Meryl Streep where the dingo carried the baby away? She was found guilty until evidence was found to release her. Absolutely. So another Australian case where someone was found guilty by the media, yet was actually innocent. And she's had shit for years, this poor lady. Wyoming, that case was crazy. I remember that poor guy killed himself. It was so sad. There is so many people that kill themselves because of being bullied, either in real life or in the computer online. So we've got to be quite responsible, you know. We don't want to bully anyone and make them do stuff like that. No way. Grief is odd. I was relieved when my grandma passed. This is from Autumn Falls. Some people thought that was weird, but they don't understand dementia. Everyone grieves and reacts differently. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mullet, I have anxiety disorder. I don't act right. They tried to diagnose me with autism at a young age. Maybe if I did or do have autism, same end to the story. It's not your place to judge how I react. Absolutely. It's no one's business. I live in Alabama and said that because people always put us down, and it is lovely where I live. I've heard good things about Alabama. Little Pookie says the Wells property and view from the yard of the mountains is beautiful. Yeah, it is. And I just want to say they have checked that property out. They have had time to look at cell phones. They have had time to talk to the boys. They have had time to investigate a lot of stuff. But Don Wells and Candace Wells, the parents, have not been charged with anything. So you have to remember that. Grief is each of ours. We did all different, like there's no snowflake the same. Yeah, absolutely. Kimberly says, Tara, people want to think some Etoners are made up of trailer homes. We have stunning homes here. We're not all shacks. The general public don't discuss the details of a crime case publicly in New Zealand until after a court case. Yeah, that's right. In New Zealand, things are a bit different. This is why, I don't understand. In New Zealand, we're very private. It's very, very unheard of for a family to come out when someone is missing and ask for help and for tips and to be interviewed, such as occasionally it happens, like Joe Pryor, his family are actively got a page and they're trying to find it. And we don't expect these people. We respect their privacy and we don't expect them to come out on live TV to give an update. That's, what it's like in New Zealand. I wasn't insulting you. I hope you saw my reply. No offense. No offense at all, Marion. Slow Motion says, sorry, but your mum lost mine 10 years ago. It still hurt. Yeah, it does. The hurt never goes away, I don't think, but it gets easier to deal with, I think. Anywhere I live on Long Island in New York, people think everyone here has huge homes and live on the water. I do live on the water, but there's places that aren't great. Yeah, but that's everywhere, isn't it? Yeah, she was. Good on those cops. Whatever they did it right to find her, that's for sure. That's what I was meaning about Don's YouTube channel. Right. Who's Marion? She's in the chat. Marion Sarah. Sarah? Yeah. Which has been really awesome today, guys. By the way, the chat has been awesome. So let's talk about anything now. Miss Justice, I think it's about money. YouTubers, media, even so-called friends. I think it's about money and views as well. Obviously, YouTubers want to make money, don't they? I mean, I want to be able to make enough to I don't know how to explain it, just enough to keep me going, I guess. But there are a lot of ones that do it full time and they can make a lot of money. Their subs can help them make a lot of money, and it's their jobs, I guess, in a way. Yeah, but it seems in bad taste for me that a lot of YouTubers make money off a missing 5-year-old girl. That really doesn't sit well with me. On the rocks, I'm disabled. My house isn't nice, but if you had as little help as I do, it's the best I can do. I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. Definitely thinking of you. Tara said there is scammers too. Absolutely. The things I see on YouTube, each day it gets worse and worse. And Miss Justice, that's why I love the smaller channels. I like the smaller channels too, because I like to be able to interact with you guys and have a discussion with you guys. And if there was shitloads of you, that would be really, really hard. So yeah, it's nice to have you guys. Tara says, I would never send money to a YouTube to take a trip. Yeah, some YouTubers are even getting donations for weddings and all sorts of weird things. Some people are narcissistic. It's all about them. Yes, I've seen those. Marion, have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Wyoming, I will be the first to admit I got sucked in bashing the whales at first, hanging out with the wrong people on the wrong channels. I realised it and stopped it. That's awesome, Wyoming, because it takes a lot to admit that you've been participating in something that's not ethically or morally right. And yeah, so well done for that. She says, stay, Marion. Bye for now. See you later, Marion. Slow motion have always tried to make money from people, have always tried to make money from tragedy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sad but true, you know. I don't know why it is. It's like, you know, an accident that you can't look away from. I don't know. I don't know the psychology behind it. So it appears obviously that they haven't found Summer, so I don't know what the next thing will be in the Summer Wells case. Sorry, I'm back. My laptop died. Laptops do that. It's okay. So it's this slow motion. So long, Marion. There's rules in us about making money off tragedy, but not internet. That's why I wonder, you know, if they do this behaviour in their real life and then they have a different persona when they come on Facebook. YouTube or social media. Yes, thank you for hitting the thumbs up. Thanks if you subscribed. Thanks if you shared, if you donated, or you chatted, or whatever you did. I appreciate it. I wonder, you know, like, I don't want to be accused of making money from covering cases either. You know what I mean? Because that's not something that I think about or want to do. So what a funny thing was, I went into a live yesterday of a channel that I've never been to before. And sometimes, you know, you see who's online and you're bored and you pop into channels and see what they like. And this guy said hello to me in the chat, and he said, oh, to everyone, this is one of the most ethical persons on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, that's nice thing to say. Not something I was planning or expecting, I should say, but it was quite nice. Opportunists and users, mainly narcissists, taking anything to be seen and getting big. Yeah, sadly. It is easy in text to misunderstand. Yes, it is. I think you can be a career YouTuber and cover tough things like crime and still be respectful. Yeah, I believe that too. Absolutely. It depends on how you cover the case. Absolutely. Because of my health concerns and also that I have a really taxing job in real life, and I can't give as much of myself to YouTube as I like to do, it means I don't earn much money. So the donations and support I get from you guys means so much to me. Wyoming says, oh, no, she didn't. Yes, she did. TJ, your heart is truly in this for the right reasons. We know that about you. Oh, thank you, Wyoming. I appreciate that. Gossip is gossip wherever it happens. There's always a real victim that gets hurt. Absolutely. Yeah, Amelia, it can be a tool or a weapon. That's dead right. I agree. It boils down to individual morals. I heard a psychologist say it's like a cult and they try to whip you into a frenzy from Miss Justice. It kind of is. It kind of is. I've seen that in the last few days, actually. A creator saying he doesn't like what another one did and go to them and unsub. And you know what? So many went unsub. They didn't go and look into it for their own self, you know, to see what was going on. They just went and did what they were told. Crazy. Autumn Fool says, yes, Tara, if you're doing it for views, attention, and not to help, then it's bad. Yeah. If it doesn't feel like gossip, then you know you have found the right channel. Does this sound like gossip? I don't think I'm gossiping. Trying not to. I'm not a gossip. And I'm not naming any channels either. That's not something I'll do. But yeah, I hope it doesn't. Sound like gossiping. Well said. What was well said? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, that one. All right, so what have you guys got planned for the rest of the day or evening or night or anything? I'm not quite sure what time it is. It's 1:46 p.m. in New Zealand, and it is, I think, a Thursday. I have to look. No, it's not. It's a Friday. I had to look. No, you don't ever on the rocks. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Doesn't feel like gossip. Awesome. I appreciate that, guys. And I expect you to keep me on the straight and narrow. If I do something that you think, you know, it's a bit wrong, you know, a bit rude, tell me. You know, everyone makes mistakes. I'm not perfect, so I'm going to fuck up every now and again. It's just the way it is, I guess. Right, I'm going to go, guys. I'm getting cotton mouth. I need to have... Hi, Marine. We were just about to leave, my dear. Hang on Friday there. Yes, it's Friday. Nearly 2 p.m. on a Friday. Tara, you just ate your dinner, pasta? Nice. Thursday, 5:45 here. Is that in the evening, Autumn, or the morning? Thursday night here, 5:49. It's funny, isn't it? I'm sorry, Ekra, you're late. You'll have to actually go over it. It was a good stream. I'm going to fold an endless amount of laundry and watch hockey. Well, that sounds all right. Not hockey, but doing some laundry. I've got to do the same. 4:47 p.m. West Coast of Canada. Bye on the rocks. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, click the bell and put all notifications. That way you will know when I go on. Thank you so much, TJ Mods and NZM fans. Thank you, Amelia. Little Pookie says nearly 8 p.m. here on Thursday. Good night. I hope to see you all again. I hope to see you too, Pookie. Thank you. Thank you. Slow motion, not gossip, just conversation. Yeah. Good night, Kiwi. Thanks, everyone, for joining my live stream. I appreciate it. I think I need a kiwi fruit icon too. I can look into that, Autumn Falls. Absolutely. All right, guys, have a great one. Thank you so much for being here. Please do what you can to share this around. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. But I know you do all that anyway. And we'll see you next time.